Hello everyone, let us study helium neon laser today. Before this laser, we studied Ruby laser, which was first laser device invented in the year 1960. Ruby laser was a solid state 3-level laser, and output of that Ruby is pulsed. To overcome that drawback of Ruby laser, in the end of 1960, Ali Jawan and his co-worker invented helium neon laser, and this helium neon laser was a first gas laser. So now this helium neon laser, we start with the introduction, was the first gas laser invented by Ali Jawan and his co-worker in the year of 1961. It is a 4-level gas laser in which helium and neon, two gases, are used as a active medium. In the helium and neon, the proportion of helium is larger as compared to the neon. Helium proportion is 10 times as compared to the neon, and by their chemical names, that is, helium is represented by He, capital H and small e, neon gas by chemical name, that is Ne. This laser is also known as HENE laser. Come to the principle. Helium neon laser works on the principle that population inversion is achieved by electric discharge followed by inelastic atom-atom collision for the production of laser beam by stimulated emission of radiation. That is, here in this helium and neon laser, first electric discharge is produced in the discharge tube, and when gas due to electric discharge, these gases they get ionized, then the ions they get accelerated, collide inelastically with themselves, impart their energies, exchange their energies, and goes to the excited state. So show here in the principle, that is, electric discharge is followed by inelastic atom-atom collision. Both are used. Come to the construction. Helium neon laser consists of 3 components. All the laser consist of 3 components. We already discussed. So what are these 3 components here? First is energy source, pumping device. Here high voltage power supply is used to produce electric discharge. Second is active medium. Helium and neon in the proportion 10:1 at low pressure, 1 mm of mercury is used. And in that active medium, the proportion of neon is small, so neon is the active center responsible for the laser transition. Third is optical resonator. Always when we have a 2 mirror and we arrange them parallelly, they act as a optical resonator. Now construction in detail. The discharge tube in the helium neon laser, that is having length 20 to 100 centimeter. 100 centimeter, that is 1 meter maximum, but in standard laser that is of a 50 centimeter. So that length is variable, 20 to 100, maximum is 100, and diameter 0.5 to 1 centimeter. The two end of the discharge tube is closed with mirror, in which one is completely reflective, 100% reflective, always give reflection whenever light incident on it, and second is 99%, mean 1% chance of leakage is there. These two mirrors which are parallel to each other, they act as a optical resonator. The mixture of helium neon gas is in the ratio 10:1 is filled in the tube at low pressure as low as 1 torr. 1 torr means 1 mm of mercury. A strong electric field is applied across the end of the tube. Come to the block diagram. Helium neon laser consists of a discharge tube in which helium and neon gases are filled at low pressure in the ratio 10:1. The two ends of that discharge tube is closed with the help of mirrors. One is 100% reflective, second is partially reflective, and laser beam that comes out of that discharge tube through this partially reflected mirror. And with the help of DC power supply, electric discharge is produced in this discharge tube. Come to the actual image. Actually, that is a discharge tube, glass discharge tube. Helium neon gas is filled. Then these two, they are the mirror. That is the actual diagram of helium neon laser. Come to the working. How that helium neon laser work. When the power is switched on, high voltage across the ends of a discharge tube create pumping action. The gas molecule inside the discharge tube get ionized. Due to ionizations, the electron accelerate toward anode and collide with the helium atom in their path. I am showing you here the energy level diagram for helium and neon. Helium atom, in comparison to neon, they are lighter, and the energy level diagram of these two, that is, we draw here separate, connect them by collision. Why? Because first, helium atom, they are excited to the excited state. When there is a electric discharge, again I repeat, when electric discharge is produced in a mixture of helium and neon gas, this gas molecule, they get ionized. Due to ionization, the ion get accelerated. And when ions get accelerated, they collide with the helium or neon atom. In comparison to neon, helium are lighter, so easily get accelerated and goes to the excited state. Their kinetic energy is raised by the collision, and when they are raised to the excited state, their excited state that lie at a energy 20.61 electron volt. When helium neon atoms, they excite to excited state, at the same time, due to heavier weight, neon, they remain in the ground. The helium atom, which are in the excited state, when collide with the neon atom inelastically, then they transfer their energy to the neon, and neon atom acquire this energy from helium. They goes to the excited state that lie at an energy of 20.66 electron volt. So that is the reason why helium and neon gas mixture is taken, because when the comparison of energies of excited state of helium and neon we have seen, then in the helium excited state lie at energy 20.61 electron volt, and in the neon that is at a 20.66 electron volt. That is nearly equal. It is very difficult to excite neon atom separately, but by this atom-atom collision inelastically, these neon atom, they excite easily to the E4 state. And one thing very important here, when these neon atom, they excite to the excited state, this excited state E4, which lies at an energy of 20.66 electron volt, that is a metastable state diode. And in this state, population inversion is achieved. More neon atom they reached in this state and emit radiation there and goes to the lower state E3 having energy 18.70 electron volt. And between these two states E4 and E3, the radiations having wavelength 632.8 nanometer comes, and these transitions they are stimulatorily comes, and that is laser transitions. After emitting the laser transitions, the neon atom they goes to E3 state and excited state having lifetime 10⁻⁸ second, and after that spontaneously emit radiation goes to the E2 state. E2 state is also a excited state. That's after emitting radiation spontaneously, some energy remains in the neon atom. In this E2 state, these neon atoms they collide with the balls of the system, they collide with the another atoms, imparts their energy to them, and by radiation-less transitions they lost their energy in this step and goes to the ground state. One of the advantages of this helium neon laser is that population inversion is achieved between E4 and E3 state. When there is a number of atoms in the neon state in the E4 state increases, the number of neon atom in the E3 state that is almost 0. So easily population inversion is achieved, and due to this less efficiency of pumping device is utilized here, that is we use here a pumping device in comparison to Ruby that is less efficient, and we have a continuous laser beam here. Now helium proportion is taken larger in helium neon laser because helium is act as a cooling agent also, that acquire heat from the neon excited neon atom and impart that heat to surrounding. So number of helium is larger in comparison to this one. The output, now come to the output. The output of helium neon laser that comes out to be in the range 1 milliwatt to 100 milliwatt and continuous in nature. Helium neon laser is a laser which is specially designed for educational purposes. In laboratories, we use this helium neon laser widely to study the optics. So this is the helium neon laser. Thank you.